When things get rough out in the wild or in a high-stress situation, you don't want a knife that's just there to look cool. You need something that can actually take a beating, cut through tough material, and even step up for self-defense if the moment demands it. That's exactly why military tactical knives exist. And today, we'll check out 30 solid military tactical knives made for survival and self-defense. And we'll leave updated prices and links down in the description to keep things easy. Let's get started. We've all seen knives that try to do too much and end up falling flat. The Montana Knife Company TF24, better known as the Task Force 24, doesn't fall into that trap. It's built like a proper tactical knife, but still keeps that nimble, compact feel you'd actually want in hand. The real star here is the MagnaCut stainless steel blade with a Cerakote finish. MagnaCut's already earned a reputation for being tough. Now, the blade itself measures 4 1/8 inches long with a drop point design, riding on a full tang build. At just 5.73 ounces, it feels surprisingly light for what it can handle. The handle is where things get interesting. Textured G10 scales keep your grip steady whether your hands are dry, wet, or even gloved. Well, people with larger hands sometimes mention it feels just a little short. Still, the ergonomics are solid, and the multiple grip options mean you can adapt depending on the job. Add in a Kydex sheath with an Ulticlip for flexible carry, plus MKC's lifetime warranty, and it's a serious piece of kit. But it's on the pricey side. Though, for those willing to invest, many users say it cuts like a Chris Reeve Sebenza, only with the durability you'd expect from a true combat-ready blade. Let's have a look at the Cold Steel Spartan. It is one of those knives that people notice right away because of its bold shape. Designed by Andrew Demko, it takes inspiration from the ancient kukri, which is known for its heavy cutting power. The blade here is 4.5 inches of AUS 10A stainless steel, and the curve makes it chop and slice almost like a small kukri in your pocket. Opening it is where things get even more interesting. Demko's patented thumb plate means you can flip it open the regular way with your thumb, or catch it on the edge of your pocket as you pull it out, making the blade snap open instantly. Plus, the handle is built from Grivex with steel liners inside, giving it strength to hold. And Cold Steel's famous triad lock keeps it secure once open, so there's no worry of it folding back on your hand. At 9 ounces, it feels like a serious chunk of knife, and some people think it is too big for discreet carry. But its uniqueness is the point. It is strong, dependable, and even a conversation starter. Priced under $100, it gives plenty of cutting power for the money. Here, the Real Steel Evolution is a folding knife that was built to mark the company's 10-year anniversary, and you can tell they put a lot of thought into it. The blade comes in S35VN steel, which is a premium choice known for edge retention and resistance to corrosion. Buyers get to pick between a tanto or drop point design, both strong and reliable. This knife is built with longevity in mind, making it clear that Real Steel wanted it to represent their growth and experience over the years. It has a dual locking system, and it combines a frame lock with a secondary safety lock and a button release. That sounds like a lot, but the goal here is maximum security during use. Some might feel it is more complicated than it needs to be, but others appreciate the extra safety when pushing the knife to its limits. The handle blends titanium with G10 inserts, giving it a sleek look and a comfortable feel in the hand. On top of that, they added a glass breaker at the end, which makes it handy in emergencies. The design is slim enough for carrying, but tough enough for demanding tasks. Now, the Tops Missile Strike is a fixed blade that comes straight from the mind of Kelly McCulley, a military veteran who designed the knife he wished he had during service. That background shows in the details. The blade is 6 inches long, spear-pointed, and made from 1095 carbon steel. It is narrow enough for piercing but still wide enough to handle utility work. At a 1/4 inch thick, it feels strong in hand without becoming too heavy. Balance is what people notice first. Even though it looks like a big fighting knife, It moves with agility, giving you control for both combat roles and everyday tasks. A generous finger guard protects your hand during heavy use, while the tan canvas micarta handle locks into your grip whether wet or dry. There is also a choil for those times you need to choke up on the blade for finer work. It comes with a tan Kydex sheath that holds the knife securely. So this knife is purpose-built for tactical use, not for show. At around $285, it delivers a veteran's practical vision in steel form. Check out the Spartan Harsey Dagger. It's a knife that carries serious weight in reputation and design. Created by Bill Harsey in collaboration with Spartan Blades, it blends modern steel with decades of military feedback. The blade is 6 inches long and made from magna-cut steel, which is considered one of the best choices for edge holding, toughness, and resistance to corrosion. And it is built to perform in harsh conditions also. The handle is contoured canvas micarta, shaped in a way that gives excellent grip no matter which way it is held. With full tang construction, strength runs through the entire knife, so there are no weak points. The design is influenced by Harsey's long experience working with Special Forces units, earning him respect as a trusted knife maker for elite soldiers. Balance is one of its best qualities. It feels fast and ready in hand, even with a larger blade. The only drawback is the price, which usually runs between $440 and $475. Still, for collectors or professionals who want proven combat design with modern steel, the Harsey Dagger is one of the strongest options available. Now, the Cold Steel SRK, short for Survival Rescue Knife, has earned its place in history by becoming standard issue for Navy SEALs in BUDS training. That kind of track record tells you this knife was built for extreme situations. The blade is 6 inches long, made from SK5 high-carbon steel, with a black Tough X coating to add protection and reduce shine. The handle is Crayex with a finger guard, giving a sure grip even when wet. Deep texturing helps keep it from slipping during extended use. Cold Steel includes a secure X sheath that is tough and reliable, making it easy to carry on different setups. People appreciate how this knife is able to switch between survival roles and combat roles without much compromise. It is one of those blades that simply works when you need it most. Maintenance is important with the SRK since high-carbon steel can rust if ignored, and the thicker blade stock is not as handy for very delicate cuts. But the strength and dependability outweigh those points. At a price often under $100, it is one of the best values for a knife with real military credibility, showing what a survival knife should truly be. Next, we've got the CRKT Redemption Compact. It brings a mix of history and modern tactical design. It was created by Ken Onion, one of the most recognizable names in knife design, and it takes cues from old Wild West-style blades. This modern version is made in the USA in collaboration with Hogue knives, giving it both character and solid build quality. The blade is 3.28 inches, made from magna-cut steel with a black Cerakote finish. The size makes it compact for carry, while the spear point profile gives it a more aggressive look. It opens with a smooth, gravity-assisted action that gets the blade ready quickly, and the crossbar lock system keeps it secure. The handle is black G10 with a stainless bolster, so it feels steady in hand while looking sharp. Some buyers have noticed uneven grinds in certain runs. But still, what makes the Redemption Compact special is how it ties old Western heritage to modern steel and design. For someone who wants a distinctive tactical knife with a story behind it, this one stands out. Szabo Express is a knife designed with one goal in mind: personal defense. Created by Lacey Szabo, who worked as a combatives instructor and law enforcement officer, it comes from someone who understood what a dependable fighting knife needs to be. Instead of a complex folder, he went with a fixed blade that can be brought into play with simple gross motor skills. In a real survival or self-defense moment, that simplicity can make all the difference. The spear point blade measures 5.63 inches and is crafted from 1095 carbon steel with a black Cerakote coating. The width of the blade is calculated to deliver effective penetration. And the handle is black canvas micarta, shaped to sit naturally in both saber and reverse grips, which are the most common in defensive use. It weighs only 7.5 ounces, so despite its size, it moves quickly in hand. The knife can be ordered in either single or double edge, depending on needs and local laws. Well, it's not meant for prying or heavy camp chores, but as a survival or protection tool built by someone who lived with that need daily, the Szabo Express delivers confidence where it matters most. Here, the Extrema Ratio Caimano Nero is a knife built for Special Forces operators, not just inspired by them. Designed for the Italian Navy's GOI unit, it is part of the gear carried by real commandos in the field. That alone shows its survival and self-defense credibility. The blade is a 4mm thick spear point made from Bühler N690 steel, chosen for its balance of strength and corrosion resistance. A partial serration adds versatility, cutting through rope, cable, or fabric in emergencies. The handle is made from anti-corrodal aluminum, anodized for extra toughness, and shaped to provide a strong grip during rapid draws. At the base, a carbide glass breaker adds another layer of utility in rescue or escape situations. The knife carries with a DLC-coated titanium clip that can be adjusted to different positions. Automatic opening makes it fast, although some countries restrict that feature. Pricing runs on the premium side, but that reflects the quality and the fact that each piece comes serialized as professional gear. For someone looking at survival and self-defense through the lens of military pedigree, the Caimano Nero is a rare opportunity to hold true issued hardware in hand. Next is the Fox Veleno FX596. It is another Italian blade with direct law enforcement roots, making it a serious option for anyone considering survival or self-defense knives. Now, the blade is 6.73 inches of N690 Co steel, coated in Fox's black top shield for extra protection. And being a double-edged dagger, it is built primarily for thrusting and close combat. The aluminum handle keeps the knife light in hand while still including a pronounced guard to prevent slipping during high-pressure use. It comes with a leather sheath that protects the blade and adds a more traditional touch, which some owners appreciate for carrying. So basically, it represents a mix of ceremonial design roots with a very modern tactical role, designed for those who may need a blade that prioritizes defense first. Moving on to the off-grid Caiman. Well, it takes the original Caiman design and stretches it into a massive 7-inch fixed blade bowie that looks every bit as intimidating as it performs. The blade is made from cryogenically treated D2 steel, which means it holds an edge really well and stays tough even when pushed through heavy use. The Bowie-style profile adds that aggressive curve, which makes it efficient for both slicing and piercing. Users who pick this knife up often talk about how powerful it feels right out of the box. The handle is built with ergonomic G10 scales, shaped to sit nicely in large or gloved hands. Along the spine, you get chamfered edges and sharp jimping, so even if your hands are sweaty or you are cutting in rough conditions, it stays locked in securely. It comes with a custom Kydex sheath that fits snugly and has a low-pro belt clip for one-hand deployment. Because of its sheer size and bold look, it is not something you casually carry around town, and like most D2 steel blades, it will need maintenance to keep rust away. But for a budget-friendly price, the Caiman XXL brings serious cutting muscle, outdoor toughness, and the kind of presence that makes it stand out in any collection. Now, the Kizer Norcross is a fixed blade designed with modern tactical needs in mind. Its blade measures 4 inches and is made from Nitro V steel with a stone-washed finish, combining toughness with corrosion resistance. The blade is partially serrated, which makes it effective against rope, webbing, or other tough materials often found in field conditions. With its symmetrical spear point, it offers balanced handling for both utility and self-defense. The G10 handle is textured for grip and includes built-in features like a glass breaker and seatbelt cutter. These additions show the Norcross was meant not only for combat, but also for emergencies, such as breaking through barriers or cutting restraints. It fits into a sturdy Kydex sheath with positive retention, so it stays locked until you draw it. Some may see the extra features as clutter, making the knife feel over-engineered, and serrations can be harder to maintain than a plain edge. But its accessible pricing and a range of functions make it appealing to those who want one tool for multiple survival roles. The Norcross finds its strength in versatility. It can serve as a fighting knife while doubling as an emergency tool when things take a turn. The Kizer Fighter 1271 takes the legendary USMC fighting knife and pushes it to the serious survival and self-defense needs. Well, it's designed for real-life situations where reach, control, and reliability matter. The blade stretches 8 inches, giving you extra leverage in defensive situations. Crafted from 1095 Crovan carbon steel with a black epoxy coating, it resists corrosion and keeps a low profile to avoid reflections in tactical situations. What really sets the fighter apart is its specialized fighting design. The handle is made from Kraton G elastomer, which feels solid in any grip and doesn't slip even in wet conditions. The partial serrations add utility for cutting rope, straps, or other materials when survival skills come into play. Even the pommel can double as an impact tool, giving you another layer of versatility in emergencies. The included Kydex sheath is MOLLE or PALS compatible, making it easy to carry in tactical setups or attach to gear. Some users might find the blade lock groove more of a historical nod than a modern necessity, but it's part of what connects this knife to the Kizer lineage. So, the Fighter 1271 blends American military heritage and serious combat-ready performance for anyone looking for a tool that works in survival or self-defense situations. Now onto the MKC Mini Wargoat. This one proves that sometimes smaller really is better. The blade is only about 3 inches long, but it's made from the same MagnaCut stainless steel Montana knife uses in its bigger blades. That means you're still getting serious toughness, corrosion resistance, and great edge retention. It's a full tang build too, so reliability isn't in question. And at just 1.5 ounces, it's ultra lightweight. The G10 handle is textured for grip, and it features MKC's signature finger ring. That ring isn't just there for looks. It helps keep the knife stable in hand. Add in jimping along the spine, and you've got solid thumb control for precise handling. The blade is about 0.12 inches thick, striking a nice balance, sturdy enough for heavier use but still slim enough to slice smoothly. One thing though, if you've got bigger hands, it might feel cramped at first. It also feels sharp right out of the box, but the edges soften with time. All in all, if you want a small, low-profile tactical knife that blends into your gear without taking up space, the Mini Wargoat is a smart pick. Now let's move to the Cold Steel Recon Scout. And here's the deal. This knife is an absolute beast. It packs a 7.5-inch clip point blade made from CPM3 V-Tool steel, one of the toughest steels you'll find. It holds an edge exceptionally well and is ready to handle abuse without flinching. The blade itself is thick, about 5/16 of an inch, so snapping or bending it under pressure isn't something you'll need to worry about. Overall length is 12.5 inches and it weighs roughly 9.5 ounces, which is hefty but balanced. For the handle, Cold Steel sticks with its classic Crayex, which is soft enough to grip comfortably, even with wet, sweaty, or gloved hands. The blade design also has a subtle curve that makes it work well for both chopping and slicing. Plus, there's a 3.5-inch false edge on top, so if you're using thrusting or stabbing motions, it penetrates more easily. That said, the thickness of the blade means it's not the best choice for finer tasks, like shaving tinder or making very thin cuts. But when it comes to brute strength and durability, the Recon Scout is one of those knives you know will outlast the toughest jobs. If you're after something more compact for close-range use, check out the Condor Fighter. Its blade is just shy of 5 inches, made from 1075 high-carbon steel. That gives it strength and solid edge retention, though it's not stainless, so you'll need to keep it oiled and dry to prevent rust. The blade is finished with black Cerakote for extra protection and stealth. Overall, the knife measures about 9.5 inches and weighs just under 9 ounces, so it's easy to carry without feeling flimsy. The handle is made from polypropylene, a rugged plastic that isn't flashy but provides a decent grip. This knife shines in close quarters work, whether that's self-defense or practical tasks like cutting rope, carving wood, or handling camp chores. The versatile blade shape handles different kinds of cuts smoothly. Just remember, since it's high carbon, some maintenance is necessary to keep it in good condition. With a little care, though, it's a handy compact fighter. Now let's look at the SOG SEAL Strike, a blade with deep military roots. The knife carries a just under 5-inch clip point blade built from AUS-8 stainless steel, coated with black titanium nitride to fight wear and corrosion. It's 9.6 inches overall and weighs only 5.6 ounces, which is light considering the toughness it brings. The handle is a mix of glass-reinforced nylon reinforced with stainless steel inserts, giving it strength without adding bulk. The spine also has jimping to help you lock in your grip for more precise cuts. What makes this one stand out is the sheath. It's more than just a sheath. It comes with a built-in cord cutter, a fire starter, and even a sharpening stone, basically turning it into a mini survival kit. Users really like how much SOG packed into such a lightweight design. If there's a drawback, it's that AUS-8 steel isn't as high-end as newer premium steels. It's dependable, but not exceptional. Even so, with its military-inspired design and survival-ready extras, the SEAL Strike is a solid tactical choice that covers a lot of bases. Next, we've got the CRKT HZ4 Fixed. This one brings some serious style to the mix because it pulls inspiration from traditional Japanese swords, but puts a modern tactical spin on it. It was designed by James Williams, a martial arts pro with a deep background in blade use. The blade runs just about 4.75 inches, a sweet spot for precision cuts while still being long enough for serious work. It's made from SK5 carbon steel, so it's sharp and strong, but does need some care to prevent rust. The blade shape, called Hirazukuri, comes from old Japanese sword design, built for deep slashing and piercing. The handle is G10, giving you that grippy, textured feel. And the knife comes with a tough Kydex sheath that locks it down securely. Some users say the handle can feel rough at first, and since the steel isn't stainless, you'll want to keep it clean and dry. Also, it's not meant for heavy prying or chopping. It's more of a precision tactical tool. So the HZ4 basically blends old-school sword design with modern materials, making it a unique and capable tactical knife. Now, we've got the Redacted from Montana Knife Company. And here's the wild part. It's so purpose-built that they actually had to change the name for security reasons. It was originally called the SER-25, designed to meet the hardcore standards of SEER operations, which stands for survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. The blade itself is right around 5 inches long, crafted from high-grade Magna-Cut stainless steel, and topped with a rugged Cerakote finish. That coating keeps things low profile, boosts durability, and adds to the tactical look. The knife runs about 10.25 inches overall, full tang, so it feels rock solid in hand. It weighs around 7.75 ounces, which means it's substantial but not overbearing. The handle is G10 with some cutouts to give you a sure grip, even if things get slippery. One heads up though. While Cerakote is solid for corrosion resistance and everyday durability, it's not quite as long-lasting against heavy abrasion as a DLC finish would be. Still, for most real-world use, it's protective and tough enough to get the job done. This thing is built to perform under pressure. Next, let's check out the Kershaw Launch 21, an automatic knife that really feels like a big step forward for US-made tactical blades. Its blade is about 3.5 inches long, made from CPMM4 steel. That steel is super tough, holds an edge beautifully, and can take a serious beating. On top of that, it's coated in sleek black PVD, which helps with corrosion resistance and gives it a modern tactical style. The handle is where it stands out. It combines flat dark earth anodized aluminum with black G10 inlays. That means you get the balance of durability and grip in one clean design. Closed, it measures just under 5 inches, and fully open, it stretches to about 8.4 inches. It weighs only 4.09 ounces, so it's light and easy to carry all day. Since it's an auto, deployment is fast. It snaps open instantly, but also safe, thanks to the recessed push button that prevents accidents in your pocket. Fans of the Launch series say this one's among the best Kershaw has ever put out. Just keep in mind, M4 isn't stainless, so it needs a bit more care to avoid rust. But if you want something quick, reliable, and built with premium materials, this one hits the mark.
The Benchmade Fixed Adamas is a mission-ready knife built to endure the toughest environments. Designed by Shane Siebert, this knife features a 4.2-inch drop-point blade made from ultra-durable CPM crew-wear steel, offering exceptional edge retention and toughness for slicing, batoning, and piercing tasks. Its skeletonized handle reduces weight without sacrificing strength and is optimized for paracord wrapping, boosting both grip and utility. A standout feature is its MOLLE-compatible sheath, offering multiple mounting options for tactical and outdoor setups. Even in gloves or wet conditions, the Adamas provides confident control and balance. From combat zones to remote backwoods, Benchmade's precision craftsmanship ensures this fixed blade thrives where others fail. It's a reliable companion for military personnel, survivalists, or anyone demanding top-tier performance in the field. The Fixed Adamas isn't about flash. It's about function, toughness, and never letting you down when it matters most. Now, let's be real. Most folding knives aren't made for punishment. The RAO II? Different story. This thing is built like it expects to be dropped out of a chopper into the wild and come back in one piece. Right away, the 4.7-inch, 6mm thick N690 steel blade makes a statement. It's hefty, overbuilt, and absolutely up for serious work. Chopping, batoning, even prying if you have to. And because it's a folder, you'd expect some flex, right? Not here. Between the standard lock and a secondary safety bar that screws in, this thing feels rock solid once it's open. The hard anodized aluminum handle sits comfortably in hand with smart extras like a lanyard loop and glass breaker. The sheath is just as clever. You can carry it open or folded, and it even includes a diamond sharpener. Bottom line, the RAO II isn't for everyone. But if you need a folding knife that acts like a fixed blade and refuses to quit, this one delivers. The Kizer Cabox is a refreshing reminder that compact knives can still be hard-hitting performers. Designed for fieldwork and hunting, its 3.3-inch D2 steel blade offers excellent edge retention and slicing power. The drop-point blade is wide and features a fuller groove, making it great for skinning, carving, or camp chores. What really stands out is the handle. Made from rugged canvas micarta, it provides excellent grip even when wet. The oversized finger ring at the end of the tang adds retention options and makes drawing from its Kydex sheath intuitive and fast. Despite its modest size and price point, the Cabox punches well above its weight in capability and comfort. Whether you're field dressing game or shaving tinder for a fire, this knife offers practical versatility in a sleek, budget-friendly design. Sure, it's kind of a small EDC knife, but it's a fixed blade that meets real-world needs without breaking your back or your wallet. Built for demanding fieldwork, Hogue's EX-F01 offers a thick full-tang A2 steel blade, available in 5.5 or 7 inches, that's up to the task of chopping, prying, and general hard use. The Cerakote finish holds up well against wear and corrosion, adding to its durability in rough environments. Grip is excellent thanks to the textured G10 handle, which also conceals a small survival kit, an efficient use of space that adds low-profile utility. A sturdy impact pommel extends the tool's usefulness for striking or breaking glass when needed. Paired with a MOLA-compatible ballistic nylon sheath, the EX-F01 carries securely and adapts easily to tactical or outdoor setups. Finger grooves offer added control without being overly aggressive. Designed by Alan Elishewitz and made in the USA, this knife emphasizes strength and utility without overcomplicating things. It's a dependable option for users who prioritize rugged performance in a straightforward package. Not every fixed blade can split firewood in the morning and handle fine slicing by afternoon, but the ZT0006 from Zero Tolerance handles both without hesitation. Designed with military roots and built for modern utility, this 6-inch CPM 3V tool steel blade offers a solid balance of toughness and edge retention. It's the kind of steel that shrugs off abuse, yet holds a fine edge longer than expected. A clear Cerakote finish protects the blade without hiding the steel's character, while full-tang construction ensures strength from tip to pommel. The G10 handle scales are deeply textured and shaped for control, even in wet or gloved hands. Its modular Kydex sheath adds versatility with multiple carry options from belt to mole rigs, ideal for field use or everyday pack setups. Made in the USA, the ZT0006 isn't flashy. It's capable, whether on the trail, at the range, or in the truck. It's a tool you'll reach for without second thought. Built with the same philosophy as the rifle it's named after, the Cold Steel AK-47 folding knife is all about durability, simplicity, and readiness. The 3.5-inch clip-point blade, crafted from S35 VN steel, offers solid edge retention. Cold Steel's Tri-Ad lock is the standout here. It's secure enough to feel like a fixed blade once open, giving the user added confidence in demanding situations. G10 handle scales provide plenty of traction, and the aluminum pommel extends the knife's function as a striking tool or emergency impact option. The thumb plate allows for quick, intuitive deployment straight from the pocket, making this a reliable option for those who prioritize fast access. While it's technically a folder, the AK-47 is clearly designed with hard use in mind, ideal for tactical roles, fieldwork, or anyone who needs strength in a compact form. Few knives earn a reputation like the original Strongarm, but Gerber's update with MagnaCut steel takes that proven platform and gives it a serious performance boost. The 4.8-inch drop-point blade now benefits from CPM MagnaCut's impressive balance of corrosion resistance, toughness, and edge retention, making it more capable across varied environments. A full-tang construction paired with a textured, rubberized grip keeps handling secure and comfortable, even in wet or cold conditions. It's built for control without adding bulk. The sheath system remains one of the Strongarm's biggest strengths: modular, low profile, and adaptable for vertical, horizontal, or MOLA carry. Whether worn on a plate carrier, belt, or backpack strap, it fits without fuss. Still compact enough for daily field use, but rugged enough for serious survival tasks, the Strongarm MagnaCut keeps everything that worked and makes it better. Made in the USA and ready for real use, this update feels like the evolution the original deserved. Limited to just 500 pieces, Buck's 891 ground combat knife may sound like a collector's item, but everything about it says field use. The 6.5-inch spear point blade is made from tough crew-wear steel, delivering excellent edge retention and resilience under heavy use. A burnt bronze Cerakote finish adds corrosion resistance while giving the blade a distinct, rugged look. Full-tang construction keeps it solid in the hand, while the OD green micarta handle provides dependable grip in wet, dry, or gloved conditions. The exposed pommel extends its utility for striking or improvised tasks. Carried in a MOLA-compatible Coyote Tan Kydex sheath, the 891 adapts easily to tactical rigs, packs, or belts, with versatile mounting options. Though it's a limited edition, this knife isn't made to sit on a shelf. It's balanced, built for real-world situations, and just as ready for deployment as any hard-use blade in Buck's lineup. More than a fixed blade, the SOG Pentagon FX feels like a platform built to flex with your needs. Whether you choose the full-size version or the slimmer covert model, both come equipped with a double-edged spear point blade made from CPMS 35 VN steel, cryogenically treated for added strength and edge retention. G10 handle scales offer solid grip and control, but they're also fully removable. Stripped down, the knife becomes a skeletonized tool for low-profile or ultralight carry, ideal when space or weight is a concern. Sheath versatility is a standout here. The adjustable system allows for horizontal, vertical, or inverted carry and integrates easily with mole setups or belt rigs. The full-size FX is geared for combat and utility use, while the covert model leans discreet and fast. Both are lightweight, modular, and ready to adjust to different environments or roles. It's a smart design for users who value gear that works with them, not against them. Not every outdoor task calls for a large, heavy blade. That's where the CIVIVI Timberbark fits in. With a 3.2-inch drop-point blade made from Sandvik 14C28N stainless steel, it offers solid edge retention and clean slicing performance in a compact format that's easy to carry and control. Full-tang construction adds durability, while the canvas micarta handle provides a secure grip, even in wet condition. The ergonomics are thoughtful, with gentle finger grooves and a subtle palm swell that make extended use surprisingly comfortable. A molded Kydex sheath rounds out the setup, offering horizontal or vertical belt carry via a sturdy clip, ideal for hikers, hunters, or camp use. Lightweight, capable, and uncomplicated, the Timberbark handles small game, food prep, and bushcraft basics without trying to do too much. It's a reliable, fixed blade for those who prefer function over flash, and value tools that just quietly work.
So that was our video on the 30 military tactical knives for survival and self-defense. Let us know your favorite pick in the comment section, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.